born in France. Neither you nor we have the solution against the radicalization of a part of our youth. We must continue to exchange on the role of the state institutions, the role of local actors, and the role of the civil society in the fight against this threat. Our two countries are allies in this war. Our goal is common and we complement one another. A good example is given by the financial support that France, together with its European partners, is providing to the KDF deployed in Somalia. Ladies and gentlemen, when I'm asked to describe our relationship with Kenya, I like to underline that France is not a donor, but a partner. One of the best examples of this relation was the signing last May of a research partnership by which Kenya and France mutually opened the universities and research centers for students from each other's country. This partnership is equally funded between France and Kenya. The French development agency's operation in Kenya provide another example of partnership, as we do not give to Kenya, but we invest in a common future. In 2014, the French Development Agency committed in Kenya 250 million euros in loans, making Kenya its second partner in Africa. These commitments are in line with the priorities of the Kenyan government and focus on areas of energy and water. It is in this spirit of partnership and in the context of a strong economic growth that our relations are deepening. Two members of the French government made official visit to Kenya in 2015. Last month, our Minister for International Trade, Matthias Fekl, was received by President Kenyatta together with 50 French companies. This strong interest from our business community is an indication of the continued setting up of bases by new French companies in Kenya. On the occasion of this meeting, Mr. Fekl signed with CS Cottage an agreement for the construction of the Wirutu Dam by 3 French companies, which are also sponsors of tonight's events. That's Sogea Satom, Pont-à-Mousson, and Aegis International. France is back in the competition, and this is a good news for Kenya. Other major groups understand it well, like EFAGE, which has an extensive experience of private-public partnership in Africa, and which responded to the call to the tender for the road annuity program. This is also the case with ENGIE, formerly known as GDF Suez, the 4th largest independent power producer in the world. In this regard, I would like to mention all the newcomers in Kenya who are also sponsors of this event tonight. Alliance, Danone, that recently became the strategic partner of Brookside, Schneider Electric, who in February bought the Kenyan Power Techniques Limited, and other entrants like Sanofi, the 4th pharmaceutical company worldwide, Renault, Carrefour, and Genoyer. They should all become key actors of the Kenyan economy, as are those who have already contributed actively to its growth. I wish to mention Bolloré Logistics, which is tasked with the transporting of 365 turbines of the Lake Turkana project, and which bidded for the management of the new container terminal in the port of Mombasa, as did CMA CGM, the 3rd largest French maritime company worldwide. I also wish to mention the companies well known to the Kenyan public. Total, who is celebrating 60 years of presence in Kenya this year. Bamburi, Peugeot, Air France KLM, the strategic partners of Kenya Airways. Thales, Alstom, Airbus Helicopter, and Orange. At this point, let me also give a shout to Pernod Ricard and Nasserver, who have ensured that you will be well fed tonight, and for the drink in the house tonight. You will also be served French wine, or you have already been served French wine by the importers in Kenya, Domaine Kenya, Wines of the World, the wine shop, together with the Brew Bistro. And to be fair with all our sponsors, I wish to acknowledge the support of Redland Roses, Jovago, AGS, Ellipse, Grâce Savoie, H&M Close, Laborex, Mazar, Siemens France, and Trouvé. Apart from strengthening our economic presence, the Embassy is also working towards strengthening the human relationships, as they are the foundation of any lasting relation. That is why last year we embarked on an active promotion of higher education in France that resulted in the organization of the first forum for Kenyan students. The number of Kenyan students to France in 2015 has risen by 50%. This venture is growing in both sides, as University of Nairobi is hosting French students for several years, and Coming this year, the Catholic University of Eastern Africa will also welcome some French students. But going to France is not only for students, and I'm proud to announce that the number of visas to France increased by 30% in 1 year. Last but not least, I'm very pleased to inform you that on the initiative of Joyce Labosso, the Deputy Speaker, and a former student in France, our guest of honor tonight, the Kenya-France Parliamentary Friendship resumed its activities. Ladies and gentlemen, our partnership is also of the management of the global challenges, especially the challenge of global warming in this year of COP21. We must succeed together and reach an agreement in December in Paris. As stated by the Secretary General of the United Nations, there is no plan B because there is no planet B. The upcoming French presidency of the COP21 is working hard, and I wish to commend the support and mobilization of UNEP and UN Habitat. An agreement will not be reached in Paris without the support of the African group. We know that Kenya is an active member of this group, especially on environmental and climate issues. The Kenyan energy policy shows that the energy transition can be an opportunity rather than a constraint. It is also exemplary in its definition of a national strategy. We are in need of Kenyan leadership in the African group and beyond if we want to succeed in Paris in December.
Pour conclure, je voudrais dire quelques mots en français pour la communauté française. C'est beaucoup plus rapide. Non, juste pour vous dire que je suis très heureux de pouvoir vous accueillir nombreux ce 14 juillet, grâce à la générosité de nos sponsors. Comme vous savez, comme vous l'avez constaté, la présence française augmente régulièrement au Kenya. Je voulais simplement utiliser aussi cette occasion pour vous assurer que l'ambassade restait très vigilante sur les questions de sécurité et qu'elle a travaillé récemment avec les autres institutions françaises pour renforcer la sécurité de votre environnement. C'est particulièrement le cas des alliances françaises de Nairobi et de Mombasa. C'est aussi le cas du lycée Denis Diderot. Le lycée Denis Diderot, plus connu comme LDD par tous les Français de Nairobi, est essentiel pour notre présence au Kenya. Je me réjouis des résultats enregistrés l'année passée et plus encore de l'exemple qu'il donne du vivre ensemble de 51 nationalités différentes. Je remercie les parents d'élèves, particulièrement les parents élus, pour leur participation active et bénévole à la gestion de l'établissement. Je les assure de mon plein soutien pour le développement de cet établissement. I now invite you all to raise your glass for a toast to the success and the good health of our two presidents and to the strengthening of the partnership between our two countries. Maintenant, je vais encore solliciter. And I need to call for your attention to listen to our guest of honor, Madame la vice-présidente, chère Joyce Labosso. Je vous invite à prononcer votre discours.